This is Chelsea and United attempting the same pattern to find their dropping forward against Fulham. Here Pedro evaded the pressure using an outside foot turn, while Cunha failed to do so. In another situation, both ball carriers have similar passing options available, and the opposition has the same pressing intentions. Here United played it back, but Chelsea found a forward option. In the first sequence, Pedro did the outside foot turn in the same direction as the ball was traveling in, and Cunha could also try the same move to his left as the ball was traveling in that direction. He might have opted against it as he had to use his left foot. For whatever reasons, the outcome of two similar situations was different. So let's analyze whether Amorim's system is not as good as Maresca's. Both Chelsea and United use a back three to build attacks from the back. But in the midfield, Amorim strictly uses two orthodox center midfielders, while Maresca is flexible as he either uses a center midfielder and an inverted fullback as a double pivot, or a conventional system with two center midfielders. In advanced regions, Amorim uses three attackers between the lines, and Maresca has a similar idea. Both managers aim to find these attackers using line breaking passes from centre backs or third man combinations. Now let's look at the intentions. When the left centre back receives the ball here, he is actively looking to attempt the half space combination. But here, Mount was not ready. Therefore, Shaw had to play it back when he was pressed. As the ball was switched, the opposition is maintaining their structure by marking the double pivots, while United is maintaining their attacking trio between the lines. After a couple of back passes, Shaw gets the ball again, and we have the same situation with Mount in the half space. Shaw is checking for a potential combination here, but Mount avoids it again and moves back, while Casemiro tries to attack that space. Here again, Shaw plays it back. Then for the third time, Shaw gets the ball with Mount in the half space. Here he actively asked Mount to come close, and now players recognize the combination. Cunha is checking his shoulder to ensure he is free, while Casemiro is scanning for free options if he is played. In this case, Mount didn't use Casemiro, instead played Cunha, who did a decent turn, and United could have beaten the press if he was in foul. Cunha was closed down by the same centre back, which Pedro managed to beat with his turn. In both situations, the players received a quick first touch pass with pressure from behind, and both Brazilian forwards did their job. So we can't really blame the idea of using dynamic attackers in between the lines. Both Amorim and Maresca use technically similar players to create something out of these 1v1 battles, and its ultimate success depends on how Pedro and Cunha can beat their marker. As said earlier, Cunha could have beaten his marker by using Pedro's technique. Pedro even used the same skill in another situation in the same match to beat his marker. When considering a single match, Pedro did better than Cunha. But that doesn't mean Cunha can't beat his man or Amorim's tactical idea is bad. If Maresca made this system work against Fulham, Amorim also can do the same. So I think we must say United was unfortunate to fail with this particular pattern. When it comes to wide regions, both teams want to use combinations. Here Mount has two options and he goes for the progressive choice. But when he faced a similar situation again, after almost 17 minutes, he played it back. He could have played Bruno in both situations, but in the second one, he wanted to keep it simple as it is evident from his gesture. This decision might have been influenced by the outcome of the first situation. Here Bruno played Casemiro and there was a possibility of a combination with Cunha. But the pass was intercepted and United lost the ball. So this could have made Mount play a safer back pass. When Neto had the ball in a similar situation, he opted to play it forward to Pedro. Here Neto actually played a risky pass as Pedro was under serious pressure and could have been dispossessed, and ultimately he was forced back. Mount had the same passing lane available and he played it back to keep it safe. So there is nothing inherently wrong with the decision of both players. Both Mount and Neto are very different players, as one is a technical midfielder who is a safety first player, while the other is a dribbling winger who loves taking risks. Though the players perform two opposite actions, the end product was the same. So we can't really say the system is inherently bad, as it depends on multiple factors. The same group did better in another situation. Here they could have beaten the press, and then the end product might be a shot on target. If that was the case, then the normal audience may develop a perception that Amorim system is good. So I think the point is clear. Both Maresca and Amorim have similar systems, but with slightly different patterns of play. Both have their own flaws and are heavily dependent on individual brilliance during 1v1 battles. But as of now, Chelsea is doing better as they are winning crucial 1v1 battles. But United isn't showing the same level they had in their opening game against Arsenal. But this doesn't mean they need a systemic overload. Rather, Amorim should improve the technical execution of his patterns.